All right.
Hi there.
We are back with more of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stardust Crusaders.
Excitement.
And this time we had to skip a couple arcs. We
Okay.
skipped 4 episodes in total.
Oh, really?
So...
Because they were sleazy?
a little bit. So, the first one, I'll just give you a brief recap. The first episode was the Stand Bastet, which takes the form of a little light switch.
A light switch?
Or not a light switch, an outlet.
An outlet, okay.
And when you touch it, it makes you become magnetic, and you magnetically attract things towards your body.
Uh-huh.
And there's one part where Joseph touched the light switch, and then later Abdal touches it, and they both become magnetically attracted to one another. And there's a very, very, very long, gratuitous scene where they're stuck to each other and they try and get unstuck, but it looks like they're doing something else.
Okay.
And the user's name is Mariah, who's...
They call the win Mariah.
Yeah, and she's a girl stand user, so that's neat.
Something, yeah.
That's something. The second stand, let me find it on the wiki. Sethen is named after Set, the Egyptian god.
Yeah.
And it's basically this big, large shadow thing that when you get stuck in it, it makes you de-age. So like Polnareff steps in it and he turns into a little kid.
Uh-huh.
And...
But he probably doesn't whine any more than a normal Polnareff.
But... yeah, the reason I cut it is because there's a lady who finds him on the street and she takes him inside to give him a bath, and Polnareff being Polnareff is still very attracted to her despite being like a 5-year-old kid.
Oh, that's terrific.
And
Polnareff.
And also since he was, and then the stand user attacks her when they're in the middle of the fight and she gets turned into a little fetus, and so Polnareff just isn't wearing any clothing throughout the entire fight.
Okay.
And it's, again, very kind of awkward to watch.
That's terrific.
But I will say, at the end, when Polnareff there's 2 things. One thing is Jotaro gets turned into a little kid at the end of the fight.
Uh-huh.
And they think, oh, he didn't have a stand when he was a little kid, so he's not gonna be able to fight good. But he just beats the crap out of the stand user anyway.
Nice.
And... later on, when they both get turned back into adults again, the lady who saved little Polnareff sees him but doesn't recognize him, and she asks him, have we met before? And he says, no, we haven't, because it's to imply that he's grown and realized that getting random women involved in his hijinks is probably not a good idea.
Oh, Polnareff. Will it last? No.
It actually does last, surprisingly.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
But
excited
now
to see.
Now that we've skipped those 2 episodes, we're on one of what I think is one of my favorite battles in this arc, and one of my favorite battles in the entire series.
Really?
So yeah.
Alright, well, let's do it.
Ponder this. What walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 during midday, and 3 in the evening? So goes the riddle of the Sphinx, the legendary guardian of the pyramids.
That's not the riddle of the Sphinx.
Isn't that the thing? I thought that is the riddle of the Sphinx.
Is that the riddle of the Sphinx? I don't think that's the riddle of the Sphinx.
That's the riddle of the Sphinx.
According to not the Sphinx.
That's the riddle as I remember it.
Cairo is a city of...
Is Kakuin just not back yet?
Yeah, he's still at the hospital.
The final battle draws near. Wasn't there an episode called The Riddle of the Sphinx?
Don't think so.
Oh, there's an episode of Westworld called The Riddle of the Sphinx.
Huh.
That wasn't The Riddle of the Sphinx in Westworld.
Hey! I've had just about enough of your games. So take the money and tell us what we want to know, you bastard! Take it down a notch, Polnareff.
Yeah, take it down a notch, Polnareff. There needs to be more take it down a notch, Polnareff, in this show.
Hey! With what?
Your soul, of course. Surely you didn't forget about our wager, Polnareff. I want your soul, as I'm a stand user who prides himself on stealing them. I find that it's far easier to take a person's soul if they lose it in a bet, which is when my stance power activates and collects what's mine.
Polnareff is gonna lose his soul.
I'm curious, do you have any idea what surface tension is, Barbie?
My name's Darby. You know it's not Barbie. And I assume you're referring to how the liquor appears to almost overflow.
I bet he got that a lot as a kid growing up. Barbie, Barbie, and that's why he's a stand user, is because he was tormented as a kid.
Exactly right! I'm going to bet my soul!
Da, 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 da. Stanley Osiris, Darby Elder.
Exactly right!
As in Darby O'Gill and the Little People. That's my music reference. A Disney movie.
Take your hands off the table.
I like this fight. It's a thinking man's fight, although it's not a thinking man's fight. It's just like dropping coins into a glass fight.
Yeah.
But it still is not a punching fight.
Yeah.
So that's quality.
So what do you say we keep playing? I believe it's your turn to drop a coin in, Darby.
He's eating chocolate because he just saw a Dementor. And that's how you recover.
There's no way! How the hell did he do that? Why didn't it spill over?
Your question's confusing. What do you mean, why didn't it spill? You saw the result with your own eyes.
As far as I know, he didn't do anything devious. I was watching him with Star Platinum. It's hard to believe, but he dropped it in fair and square. There's no doubt.
But how did he do it?
How did he do it? Use your hormone to do something.
Polnareff, I failed you. Ollie, I'm so sorry, my beautiful girl, but Daddy's let you down.
I like how he squishes him out. That's quality. Turns him into Taffy.
All right. Darby, get your cards, because we're playing my game. Hope you're ready for some poker.
Say what?
Say what?
Interesting. You couldn't have possibly known this, but poker is my absolute favorite game.
Are you out of your mind? You're playing poker with a man who outsmarted Mr. Joestar. It's too dangerous.
Yeah, I know. Even though he doesn't use physical strength, he's the most dangerous stand user we've ever faced. So now...
You just say that about every stand user.
There's no turning back and we're playing for keeps.
Da da da!
Alright, so what are your thoughts on the first half of this fight?
I like it. I like this stand user. I like that he is interesting, that they're doing things other than just beating each other up. That's quality.
Yeah.
He cheated, but Joestar cheated too, so
Yeah.
I guess that's all fair, is that they can all cheat.
Yeah.
Which, of course, opens it up for who can cheat better at poker. Because if the rules are that if you can cheat, it still counts as long as you don't get caught, then they can cheat all they want. And probably the professional gambler is better at cheating.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, though.
We'll have to wait and see. I'm excited to see.
And also, we've got our music reference.
Okay.
Where Darby is named after singer Terence Trent D'Arby.
Terence, I don't know who that is.
Neither do I. But...
He was in Darby O'Gill and the Little People.
While you were shuffling the cards, Star Platinum was busy memorizing their order in the deck.
Quite the interesting strategy. That said, defeating your plan is a simple matter of shuffling the cards in a manner that obstructs your vision of them.
Are you
What he should have done is just played the game knowing all the cards and not have let him in on what Star Platinum can do.
The reason he did that is because Darby shuffled the deck to be in his favor.
Well, still, if he knew what the deck was...
All right then, Jotaro. If you still want to play, you'll have the opportunity to win back the chips. But before that, I need to hear you say the words.
With pleasure. I'll bet my soul on the game's outcome.
Okay.
Jotaro!
Jotaro!
The pure white chips in front of you are a physical representation of your soul. Once I've procured all 6 of those chips, your soul will be added to my collection.
Da, 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 da.
When beginning a new game of poker, each player is dealt a total of 5 cards. Players can
we
improve
got
their
a-
hand by swapping out cards.
We got a poker demonstration.
2 pair with 8s and 9s.
That's too bad. 2 pair, jacks and queens.
Oh no!
My, that was a close one. I was on the verge of a crushing defeat. But as it stands...
Got half of Jotaro's soul. What's gonna happen?
These cards will do.
What?
So sorry. Come again? There must be some confusion. Perhaps I misheard you. I could have sworn I heard you say these cards will do.
No, you heard right. I'm fine with these cards. I'll play the round with this hand.
Obviously! What I'm trying to ask is, do you intend to play those cards without so much as glancing at them?
These cards will do.
These cards will do, he says.
How can you play around with any sort of confidence if you don't even look at the cards in your hand?
For being a gambler, he doesn't have a very cool head.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. I'll see your bed with Kakyoin soul.
Wait, Jotaro, you can't! Betting a man's soul without his knowledge is so uncouth!
Well, it is.
So
grandson.
uncouth. It's not done in polite society.
Why are you jumping the gun when I haven't raised the pot yet? For your auntie, I want you to tell me the secret of Dio Stand.
But he said he doesn't work for Dio.
He did say he worked for Dio, but he's also just here because he's a gambler.
Oh, I thought he said he didn't work for Dio.
It would appear as though his collection of souls has been released.
Come on, everyone! Let's play a game of
And their bodies have probably all been buried.
Yeah.
And now their
There's
souls
gonna be zombies now.
There's gonna be zombies. Or they're gonna live forever in their coffins.
Maybe they break out. Maybe there's just a whole bunch of zombies.
Well.
Well, I guess we can't be the heroes in every episode.
Rough. How come no one bet Iggy's soul?
I don't know. They didn't need to in the end.
They didn't.
All right.
I liked it.
It's pretty
I
good
thought it was a
fight.
quality episode. Quality double episode. I like, what's his name? Darby. He's not a cool, calm, collected gambler. I like the poker game. I like that he won on the bluff.
Yeah, it was pretty
I
good.
thought there would be a trick, but no trick. He just bluffed him out, and he was too afraid of Dio, which
Yeah.
makes Dio scarier.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all good.
Good episode.
Yeah, good episode.
All right. Let's do the patrons.
All right, our fantastic patrons who we love. We've got today Ammon Allen, Bagner T, Blazing Opus, Cartoon King, Christian and Gwen, Dr. Bingus, Ebony Like the Wood, Elizabeth De La... Your name's too long. Hold on, we'll find it out. De La Durante. Eric Isidora, Grinning Grimace, Insane Tofu, Jameson Bowling, Joseph Roloma, Kalu Badabar, Khalid Al-Hajir, Louis Paul Letarte, or is it perhaps Louis Paul Letarte? We'll have to find out. Michael Richards, Mr. Someone, Next Gen Blue, Pizza Time, Secco Mode, Tom Beveridge, Tom F., Wild Frito, and Willow Chaffey. You're all wonderful, wonderful people, and we love you.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Yes, we will.